and welcome to this segment of Loving Life. I'm Charlie Silva, board certified hypnotist and certified professional life coach. I've helped many people take back control of their life and achieve their goals by asking the following question. Loving life, are you loving yours? If so, wonderful. If not, why not? If there's something that's stopping you from loving your life, what is it? And let's find ways to overcome it. If you missed any previous segments of Loving Life, you can watch them online at the MTNA-Teen website, mtna-teen.com. A colleague of mine, Larry Garrett, recently shared the following article he wrote dealing with the power of the subconscious mind. In the article, Larry makes the statement, "What I know is not what I feel, but what I feel is what I live." Now this is a very powerful statement that helps explain why we experience conflict with our emotions and feelings. The entire article can be found on his website, www.garrettwellnesscenter.com. Now, as Larry notes, what we feel is the work of the subconscious mind, and what we know is in the rational or conscious mind. Observe a few phrases that you or someone that you know might use. Phrases such as, "I know that I look good, but I feel ugly. I know that I have enough money, but I feel broke. I know that I'm intelligent, but I feel dumb," and so many others. These and any other phrases that create conflicts in our belief system are from the subconscious mind. Now only you can change them. No one else has that power. No one else can change your belief systems. Not loved ones, not self-help books, not therapists, not teachers, only you. These other people can assist with directions of how to make a change, but not actually change you until you choose to change yourself. Now, as Larry explains, when someone attempts to contradict what you feel in any way, an invisible wall typically goes up. Not only will this wall rise and block any comments or compliments that you might subjectively disagree with, but the wall will also keep that negative message, the message that is already in there as part of your programming, locked in even stronger when someone attempts to change it. In order to progress and succeed in something you truly desire to do, you need to acquire the skill to learn what it is that you're feeling and what it does to affect you negatively. Now, my experience has been that most people are not aware of how negative they are feeling at any given moment. They've had those negative feelings so long that they are unaware of how those feelings affect them. Here's an example. How often have you said or implied that you don't look okay and someone will say, "What do you mean? You look great." There's a part of you that not only does not believe it, but also might feel resentful or angry that someone would say that you look okay when you don't feel that you do. Relationships can often be damaged by the love one feels for their partner and the lack of love that the partner has for himself or herself. The more that one loves the other, and the less that person loves himself or herself, the more conflict will be created. We need to learn to love ourselves. As viewers of Loving Life know, our subconscious programming makes us the person we are, but not necessarily the person we consciously desire to be. A great description of our mind is that we are two people within one body, both with different views of the same issue. Often the disagreement of these issues will create disharmony within us. Now obviously we can't go around arguing with ourselves in public, although we might have many conflicts privately within. This mental or emotional disharmony can actually create physical discomforts, illness, inability to sleep, and much, much more. As Larry explains, imagine a tug of war with an inability for either side to win. We can tug and pull until we're exhausted and still be in the same spot that we started. That exhaustion can interfere with your well-being. Stress will occur, the body will weaken, and complications will follow. That is a great example of the power of the subconscious mind. When we are not at ease, we are in dis-ease. Imagine misplacing an important item. The more frantic that you become looking for it, the more your body begins to weaken. Of course, many will notice or not notice their bodies weakening as they are too frantic in the mind to notice anything at that moment. And there lies another example of the power of the subconscious mind. Larry doesn't claim to have all of the answers to these issues of the mind. However, I agree with him completely when he says that if we can remain at peace within ourselves, then we have begun traveling the road to success of feeling good in life. Each day that we take back control of our life and allow negative thoughts to pass, we become stronger. However, if we hang on to a negative thought, it begins to grow in size, often beyond our abilities to control them. Have you ever had a worry kind of thought, and as you allow it to grow, other negative thoughts begin to enter into your mind, seemingly unrelated to the original thought? For example, when you've misplaced your car keys, you likely experience many other thoughts, and they begin to connect to that original worry or fear. You might have only misplaced your keys, but then you begin to worry about not getting to work on time. Then you begin worrying that the people waiting for you will be angry. Then you might get fired. Then how will you pay your bills if you get fired? Then where will you live? What will your family do? What will your friends think? You'll be trapped here at home all day. What if you never find your keys? Well, we have all been there, but you never need to be there again. As Larry notes, this commotion of the mind is common, and he feels that if we view our thoughts as a frequency or temperature, we can determine how that activity has occurred and how to avoid it. Think of it this way. Imagine that your thoughts have different frequencies, like your radio at home or in your car. Much like a frequency on your radio, when you tune in a channel that is being transmitted from the radio station, you can hear what's being transmitted. If you tune in 91.5 FM, for example, you'll hear everything that the station is transmitting. They're transmitting and you're receiving on the same frequency. Now think back to our example of the misplaced keys. Every other fear that had a similar frequency will begin to play in your mind. Fear is the frequency, so all those other fears you began thinking about are being tuned in. Another way to think of emotions is as a temperature. If the comfortable temperature for you is 72 degrees, think of this temperature as your feeling of inner peace. When it's lower or higher, negative responses will occur. Maybe when it's lower, you become cold. We might equate cold with fear. When it gets too hot, we might equate heat with anger. 72 degrees is perfect, but we sometimes lose our way of how to get there. If you learn how to become aware of where your emotions are at any given moment, you're able to bring back the perfect 72 degrees at will. Then, you're on your way to learning to feeling good and control the power of your subconscious mind every day. Yes, every day. I'm sure you know some people that feel negative every day. Well, you can learn to feel positive every day. The power of your own subconscious mind can help you or hurt you. It can allow you to feel strong in every situation or feel fear when there is nothing to fear. If we can reach that temperature of comfort that I mentioned earlier, then we can begin to change the programming inside. Even though there are many methods of meditation and they can help us find some inner peace, let's look at hypnosis. By using self-hypnosis each day, we begin to strengthen the mind. The mind becomes strong when we are in peace, not when we are aggressive or angry. Those negative emotions actually weaken the mind and the body. Self-hypnosis quiets the mind and cleans it. If you use self-hypnosis each day, you'll begin to clean the contamination of the negative emotions. Each time that you use self-hypnosis, you'll feel a little cleaner of your fears or negative habits of life. If you do nothing more than learn to create intent, you will change your life. Intent is an energy that has more power than an entire book of positive thinking. It has more emotions than any feeling. Intent is as though you have already done it. When you lie down at night and create intent to improve yourself, your subconscious mind will believe that it's happening. The intent is the temperature that I mentioned earlier. The intent of healing or peace or improvement in life is your perfect temperature. It's the temperature that you want your subconscious mind to learn and return to when life is not so easy. And then in the morning, you can use self-hypnosis before you jump out of bed. It'd be similar to a morning shower. You could refresh yourself mentally. You can clean or clear your mind and feel clean of negative thoughts throughout the day. Yes, hypnosis is a wonderful tool to help you create positive intent in your life throughout each day, so you can always feel positive and at peace. Be sure to check my website for upcoming Take Back Control of Your Life workshops. The workshops are free of charge. If you have goals you'd like to achieve but have been unable to do so, attending one of my workshops may be all you need to take back control of your life. Well, I'm sure I've given you some things, positive things, to think about. Send any questions or comments you have to me at charlie@mtn18.com, and I'll answer them in future segments of Loving Life. I'm Charlie Silva, and I'm asking you, loving life, are you loving yours? If so, wonderful. If not, why not? If there's something that is stopping you from loving your life, what is it? And let's find ways to overcome it. Always remember that you are awesome. Have a wonderful day filled with love and gratitude.